I hope you're making the most of this moment. Now, chew on this, okay? For those of you who are parents, do not feel like you're letting your child down if sometimes you have to tell them no when they ask for something. I know that as parents, we don't like to let our kids down. And sometimes it may even be a situation where you feel like you've been saying no a lot because you have certain goals and things that you are planning for. Maybe you're planning on buying a house or a car, or maybe you're planning for their, if they're in private school and you know you have to set aside some money for that, or maybe you're planning for a vacation because you need it, right? Um, so whatever that thing may be, maybe you're planning to pay off a credit card debt, whatever it might be. Do not feel like you're failing your children for the times when you have to say no. Explain to them without letting them, and here's the other thing, you don't have to tell them the details of every reason why you have to say no, because you don't want to put that stress and burden on your child, because what they will often do is then stress when they do need something and they may not ask, right? So you always want your child to ask you before they go to someone else. But what you can do is say, okay, we can't get this right now, but let's budget this, and at such and such a time we can get this. And if it's something that you're not sure when you'll be able to get, tell them. So just be honest. I'm not sure when I'll be able to do this, but it's because I'm planning, I'm arranging our budget so that there are things that we have to have, and I want to make sure that I provide you with those things. While they may be disappointed at the time, a child will be much happier knowing that their parent is managing the money and managing their resources to promote the safety and well-being of the family. And in time, they will understand that, okay? It's also a good lesson for them to realize that they can't always have everything as soon as they need it. So we don't want to be impulsive buyers, and we don't want to be impulsive yesers either, right? Just saying yes every time they ask for something. So be encouraged. You are doing a great job if you are trying to manage your resources while still trying to show love and affection for your children. And you don't always have to show that love and affection by giving something material. Spend time with your children. Believe it or not, that means more to them than material things. And if for some reason it doesn't, then that's something y'all need to talk about, right? Because they should value you more than what you can give them. And it's not too late to get to that place with your children. They learn to value you more when you make yourself a priority when it is necessary, meaning when you love yourself and they see you loving yourself. Prime example, okay? I'm going to digress, but this is also a prime example. If you are the type of person who always sacrifices yourself for the happiness of your children, they know that. And they will come to not appreciate your effort, and they'll expect it from you. You don't want that. If that is something that you're already seeing, let's say you feel like you dog tired, you just came home from work, and your child is upset because you can't make their favorite dessert because they felt for it this evening, but they know you tired, you just came off a 12-hour shift, and they're mad at you. That's a sign that they are starting to appreciate the gift more than the giver. And that's a good opportunity. That is what I call a teachable moment. Okay, so you sit yourself down, you pray first. If you believe in the Lord, I do. I pray first so that I don't come across in a way that is aggressive or condescending or hurtful. And then I address the situation. This is what I would do. And I would say, look, I'm your mom, or if it's a man, I'm your dad, and I'm doing the best that I can for you, and you need to honor that. And right now you cannot have that dessert because your mother needs rest. At a later time when I'm able to, then maybe I will get around to it, but you need to consider changing your attitude and being grateful for what you have. That's all you have to do. I love you still. Let them know you still love them, and take a nap. That's how you show that you love and prioritize yourself while also loving your children enough to teach them to respect you, because you're teaching them to respect others. If they respect their parents at home, then they will step out and respect others. And if you teach them this, you'll be saving them from a lot of disappointment, unnecessary disappointment in the future. If you'd like to talk to me about anything I've discussed, or if there's anything that you'd like for me to discuss, there's no such thing as something that's too random or too light. Anything at all that you would like for me to discuss, I'm more than willing to do so. Okay? We have to continue to build ourselves up and to build one another up, because we matter too. Parents matter too, and we have to realize that we are just human, and we rely on a God who's able to do all things. But our children must realize that they cannot have everything that they want all at once every time that they ask. Love and blessings to y'all.